y'all. Today we're going up against the Brooklyn Nets. As you can see, we're going up against the Brooklyn Nets. They are 38-25. We are at 63-0. But yeah, man, this will be the last video of the day. But yeah, I've been enjoying this 2K grind and stuff. I know it's hard and everything, but I'm really new to 2K22, guys. I don't know how to shoot the ball with all the jump shots and stuff, so I'm very new to 2K22. I got it right now, but you know, I'm new to the game.
Location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed and letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. In a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jared Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Harris in the corner.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Here is it from three-point range.
Well, you see the confidence from Danny Green, so awesome at stopping and popping.
It's LeVert on the wing. It's stolen by Harris. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Perfect. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Harris dishes to James. Fires the 3. Cousins, the pass to Kuzma. Over Allen. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Irving kicks to LeVert. Jordan the pass to LeVert. And Cousins comes over to help. 5 to shoot. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Second chance shot. That one a little long.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And LeBron throws it down.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass it to LeVert. Inside, here's Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start, giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Again, the Lakers inching their way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris. And just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys during the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Here's Irving following the three by the Lakers. Pass to Durant. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, if the defense gives them that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And that one's good. James.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. 8-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
James finds Cousins to the left wing. There's Kuzma, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Durant attacking, and James pulls it down. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Kuzma, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the first time out called of the game for Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for LeBron. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Harris. And then for Brooklyn, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Caris LeVert. Shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
I'm just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. It's outside. It's stolen by Bradley. McGee with it. Now Chandler defending.
It's amazing to me the defensive instincts Avery Bradley has. This guy's focused and he's a lockdown defender.
To the wing on the left. Dinwiddie against Bradley. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Miles, passes to Rondo. Over Irving. They grab their own miss. Kuzma kicks to McGee. Over Jordan. McGee's shot is off. Prince in the corner. Shoots it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate. You get a taste of it right there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into the league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Wilson Chandler out there at Prince. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Caruge in at the two-guard spot. There's Dinwiddie after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Dinwiddie with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
He was... Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
Now, here's Brett. 6-point game. And that one is good. Now, Dinwiddie. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is this team competes at a high level every night.
Here's Dinwiddie after those buckets. Upside Prince. A rebound by the Lakers.
Unbelievable. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Here's Kuzma in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take one after their head coach.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
That one good for 2. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Dinwiddie is a very capable mid-range scorer. You love to see him find his rhythm.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. LeBron comes in for Caldwell Pope. Green is checked in for Avery Bradley. And Harris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Nets also changing it up. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Caris LeVert subbed in for Taurean Prince. McGee's shot is off. Nets trail by 10 to the middle. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if it gets near the cup.
And second-round pick Kuruc ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now, Kev.
Here is Durant, following the bucket by the Lakers. And good that time.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
And here's Green outside. Drills it from outside. Green's got 6.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. Over Cousins. That doesn't go either for KD. Lakers leading by 11. And here's Harris from the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 8 points for Jay.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Kuruc. Moving against Harris. Over in the corner, Cousins. Over Allen. Again, Los Angeles.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here is Irving. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. And here's KD for 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three-ball here. A nice shot by LeBron.
Well, LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Irving against James. And there's the pass to LeVert. Oh, good with the triple. Lakers leading by 15. Harris kicks to Green. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He was very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here is Irving. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Durant against McGee. Durant down low. Allen. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
McGee's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Irving decisive on that drive, gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
First one falls for.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in for LeVert. And so Irving nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Irving. James looking it over. That one goes in.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
You have to love the leadership of LeBron James. Is he demanding of his teammates? Absolutely. But they can take it because he demands more from himself.
Dinwiddie wide open. He beat the buzzer.
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress at the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny and Jet Smith. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets and fouls. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster right now. Without major movement defensively, this game is OVA, over.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Bye. Oh, bye.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Kyle Kuzma is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Harrison at the point guard. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Lakers. They led by as many as 18 points.
So this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, and absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 6. From the arc. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 12. That one off the back iron and out. And indoors for both Kyrie and Kobe. Each had an urge to step out on his own, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in his starring role. You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here is Irving. Jordan, the pass to Irving. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The drive by James. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Irving with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Harrison against Jordan. Outside, Green. And they double up Cousins. Shot clock at 6. LeBron, no luck.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Los Angeles leading by 13. Green breaking loose, and LeBron throws it down.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
Outside Irving. Allen. Shoots over Cousins. Allen shot is off. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. With 3, Harris scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Very interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way. They change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight training to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Doris, Danny Green included in that Kawhi DeRozan trade, and he's an underrated player in his own right.
No doubt, Kevin, because when you examine the net rating, which is basically what impact does a player have on winning, Danny Green is one of the best in the league. This guy is an all-defensive guy. He can make shots when he's open. You can plug him in at a couple of different positions. So much to like about Danny Green.
Substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for LeBron. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Harris. Then for the Nets, Wilson Chandler's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. Now here's Prince. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A shot's good from Irving.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Well, Pope left side. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
It's Bradley on the wing. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Passes it to Irving. 1:15 left in the third. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bradley, no one around him. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists in the game. Bradley against Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
That one goes. It's coming.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's got 9. Feeds to Irving. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. Seconds left to play in the third. And here's Bradley from three. Good on the triple. Bradley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. And obviously, opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Los Angeles leading by 23. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving. And it's Torian Trace. And it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Caruge in at the three.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Rodion Kuruc picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jared Dudley's checked in for Cousins. Troy Daniels comes in for Bradley. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Harris. McGee the pass to Daniels. Here's Temple. Here's Caruc. McGee with the block. And he gets it back. Chandler. Jump shot is good.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Fires for three. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist from Cook. Daniels has got himself on the board with three there. Temple to pass to Chandler. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And no good that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Daniels kicks to McGee. Dudley dishes to Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
The Nets have gone 104 since the end of the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And Doris, you play point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Temple to pass to Caruc. Taken away. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here's Cook. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Top of the key, Nwaba. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Back to Temple. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Claxton. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Shoots the 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Caruso. And another basket for the Lakers.
Shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Temple. Pass to Caruso. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now you read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Out left of the wing, here's Nwaba. Offensive rebound, Nets. Basket good.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when a shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Daniels from outside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We watched some epic battles that they played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jay.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Connects from 3-point range.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Musa. Dinwiddie outside. Puts it up from 12. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Musa. Claxton with a bucket.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Caruso. It counts.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now. We want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, George Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Alright guys, so we're going up against the Houston Rockets next episode. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me count that over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 more games before we end April. Once we reach April, it'll be cool. We gotta get ready for the playoffs because we're number 1. So once we reach April, we're gonna finish out March. So once we reach right here, which Detroit Pistons, March 22nd, we could keep going because we got what, 4 more games left. Yeah, we got 4 more games left, and then once we reach March 22nd, you already know what's gonna happen. But next episode we're going against the Houston Rockets, and you know we're gonna keep on grinding and passing it to the right people until it's time to playoffs. Before it's time for the playoffs, man. But yeah, man, just can't wait until I get done with this game, man. I've been wanting to show y'all content for the past couple of years in the past. But yeah, man, we're going up against the Houston Rockets. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe.